Before we get started with the podcast, we want to give a quick shout out to Quench. Whether you're in the gym, at the rink, on the field, or just trying to get through a long day, Quench is the perfect drink to keep you hydrated without the extra junk.
Check out quenchhydration.ca and be sure to use our code 24pod for 15% off at checkout. That's 24pod for 15% off at checkout. Stay hydrated with Quench. All right, we are back.
We are back.
Are in what feels really like the off season of things.
The dog days.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
things feel slow. There's not a whole lot to talk about.
No,
So we got as in depth as possible on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start doing some segments. It's the only way to kill our time here.
Pretty much.
So we're gonna rank our top 5 beers.
Yes,
not brands,
and,
occasions.
Exactly.
Or
we'll do it.
Like that.
We'll do it draft style.
Yep.
We kind of have our own little list of what we want, but maybe there's going to be some steals.
Yeah, there might be
make
some
someone
steals.
think a little bit.
We got options here. That's for sure.
We do have options. So we'll go through that, and then we'll do a brief preview of Friday morning's pod. That one, we have a little bit more stuff to go over. Obviously, with baseball coming up, the World Baseball Classic.
There's a bit on that to cover.
We've got some Olympics coming up.
Yep.
Got some hockey stuff to talk about. So those pods will be fine. But of course, we have the Super Bowl kind of in-depth prediction this week, and then next week a brief wrap-up, and then that'll be it for football. And then we'll kind of reconfigure the pods after that.
Yeah,
probably be
most likely be one a week for a little bit.
Yeah, one a week until spring training gets going.
Yeah, even at the start of spring, there's typically not much to talk about.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll do our best to pump it out, but might just be one pod a week. That's a little bit longer rather than 2 shorter ones. But we will see with that.
We will make do with what we got.
With that,
jumping into the Super Bowl here. There hasn't really been any, I don't know, breaking news headlines going into it for the most part.
No, really,
everything seems to be pretty straightforward, which is kind of good.
Yeah, the only thing really is May was limited at practice with a shoulder and illness, but he said his shoulder's fine.
Yeah, that's
and I guess the only thing really to keep an eye on is both quarterbacks are kind of favoring something. Darnold with his oblique and then May with his shoulder. So
I feel like that's pretty common this time of year.
It is the Super Bowl, so whether you're hurting or not,
it's going to take a lot for you to not play.
And you're going to look like you're not hurt unless you literally have a broken bone in your body that's affecting you.
Yeah, I think both quarterbacks are going to be fine. From an injury perspective, at least going into the game.
Yeah.
Whether something happens in the game or not, we don't know that now.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they had their media night the other night.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I saw the dumbest question ever. Someone asked Drake May if they were going in this game planning to win. And he was just like, yeah, that's kind of what we're here for, so.
Are you going into the Super Bowl to win?
I don't get how that gives you how you get media credentials and you're asking questions like this. Are you planning to win this game?
It'd be a better question to ask, how's your day going?
You might as well. That's probably what the guy wants to hear.
Like, that's a horrible question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you going into the World Series? Like, are you guys trying to win?
Yeah.
No. We're just here for a great time, not a long time.
They give anyone media credentials these days, I guess.
Yeah,
we could use some of those.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got a camera. You might as well try and get it next time.
Yeah.
But
to actually preview it, I mean, we know exactly what both teams have to do to win the game.
Yeah,
we have an idea as to what both teams have been like during the playoffs. Seattle's been more consistent. Patriots have been much more streaky.
I wouldn't even say streaky. I'd just say bad.
But
honestly,
they've had their good stretches, whether it's just a half quarter where they look really sharp, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I can't even. And I'm not disagreeing saying you're wrong. I'm more so saying that me personally watching, there hasn't been one point like when I'm watching the Seattle games, like almost the entire game, I'm like, okay, like, you know, if I'm a fan, like, okay, we're gonna be fine. Like the offense is clicking, like our defense is great, they're gonna get stopped. As a fan watching New England's games, there has not been a single point where I'm like, okay, I feel safe in this game. And that's what it's going to be going in against Seattle. Not necessarily like that's before the game even starts because of how good Seattle is.
Yeah, exactly.
New England is going to have to find that level they played at. Specifically, the games I'm thinking of are the ones against Buffalo in the regular season when they beat them in Buffalo. And then, we let them come back in New England. But majority of that game, New England was the better team and played very, very well against a tough opponent.
Yeah.
So that's what they're going to have.
Baltimore.
Yeah. So that's what they're going to have to channel here. And I mean, Seattle's defense can be scored on. The Rams scored on them decently. And the offense has not looked fantastic really throughout the playoffs. So you got to think in your mind at some point it's got to click. I'm not saying it's going to click.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying if it does that it's going to click for the whole game, but even the second quarter, the second half, if you can get going. I mean, when you get to the Super Bowl, it's two really good all-around teams. Two teams that play good defense, two teams that play good offense every year. That's how they get there.
Exactly.
And very rarely do we see a super low-scoring Super Bowl. So I do think both offenses are going to figure it out.
Yeah. I think both teams will touch 20 points. I think
100%. Yeah. I don't see both touching 30 though. So I think if one team touches 30, they've got it in the bag.
I would say so.
Yeah, and like I said, both defenses have been very good. New England's has been very good in the playoffs.
No, they've been good.
Jared Stidham had a good first half, and then they shut him down the second half and took advantage.
I think for the most part, it's that you haven't seen the Patriots put together like a full half of just dominant football on both sides of the ball.
And that's the thing. It's like in baseball. We saw with the Jays, not this past year, but the year before. Their issue was when the pitching was going, they couldn't score runs, and when they were scoring runs, they couldn't stop runs. And that's kind of what New England's going to have to avoid in this game is they're going to have to find a way to be clicking at the same time. Yeah, and it better not be that they're not clicking on both at the same time, because if that's the case, they have no chance in this game.
That's how you go down early.
Exactly.
Or just down big time at any point of the game.
New England has to avoid getting down by more than 2 scores. And I'm not talking 2 scores as in 2 touchdowns with 2 extra points. Like, they have to keep it within 14 to really stay in the game.
I would think so.
Especially in the second half. If they get down by 2 scores in the second half, I don't love the chances. No. Simply because, I mean, don't get me wrong, Darnold threw 4 interceptions. So there is a chance for turnovers on the defensive side of the ball.
There is. New England's been able to force them to.
They have. I just don't want to have to rely on that, especially as a fan watching.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to have to sit there and beg for turnovers. And you're going to have to do everything you can to force them to go 3 and out at some point, or, to have to punt. And that's going to be the differences. And sure, you can say it's common sense. It's going to be who can get the most stops on defense without even allowing a field goal.
Yeah.
Because, and I wouldn't be surprised if both these teams go 3 and out to start the game. And I think that's simply because the defenses are going to be so locked down to start. It's a Super Bowl. Yeah. Emotions are flying. You're so amped up. Maybe each quarterback has a bad throw because, they're just so amped that, it happens, right? Yeah. It happens in sports. In baseball, obviously we know, you take a bad swing at a bad pitch because you're trying to do too much. And then they'll settle in and both offenses will get going. I'm going to give a little hot take. I don't think there's going to be a field goal in this game. I think it's all touchdowns.
I think there's definitely going to be a field goal.
The only reason I say 100%. It is I think realistically, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a hot take. And I'm saying that because
I think that's very hot.
I think both offenses are good enough that they can they can justify going for it on 4th and 5 or closer, if depending on the point of the game as well, right? If you're down by 2 scores, but you can make it 1 score with a field goal, obviously you're going to kick the field goal.
Yeah,
but that's just a little hot take I'm going to give because I think both offenses are going to find seams through the defenses, and we know Drake May is pretty good with the medium long throws, and that's where the Rams were able to open up the Seattle defense in the championship game.
Yeah, I think Seattle, the Patriots don't want to get behind 2 scores, not even because of them having to stop the defense, but because that's when you unlock the Seattle defense is like their X factor. Mm-hmm. That's when they get locked in.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, like this game's on us now.
Yeah.
Like our offense has gotten us the lead. But No, I really disagree. I think there is going to be field goals. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities where teams are able to find themselves partway down the field,
Yeah.
not fully down the field, because the defenses are good enough where they're going to have that bend, don't break sort of
Yeah, I feel like
game to them. Where I think when it comes to that 4th and 4 in the first and second quarters, even the third quarter, it's like, okay, yeah, we're going to take these points. We don't
that
want to be
which
the
is
ones
fair.
turning the ball over.
Yeah, it's actually, now that I'm
So
thinking about it, it's
I
a
very
pretty
much
bad
think that
hot take.
that's what I was kind of thinking. I'm like, I very much think there's going to be field goals in this game. I think that uh, the Patriots offense is good against that Seattle defense. I think that's where they're going to find a fair bit of their points is in that field goal range, because they're going to
Which
be
is
able to
very
move the ball
possible, yeah.
enough
Yeah.
before the Seattle defense is able to kind of clamp it down a little bit.
Yeah, one thing I do want to see from New England, as much as I love him, I mean, I'm wearing his jersey. I don't want to see Travion Henderson get a lot of rushes. And reason being, his vision in the playoffs has been atrocious. He has not found a single hole, and Ramondre Stevenson has actually done a decent job in the playoffs. I'd like to see them just roll with him, and obviously you're gonna have to give Stevenson a
Yeah,
couple touches,
yeah.
but or sorry,
Henderson.
Henderson,
Yeah,
but he hasn't done a good job. He hasn't found the holes. He's been running into the back of his linemen a
okay.
bunch. So I think to have any chance to have a decent run game, they're going to
Yeah,
have to roll with Stevenson. And again, you're going to have a good run game to open up that game
yeah,
downfield for Drake May.
for sure.
Um, and I also think Drake May actually rushes for a decent amount of yardage again.
Most likely.
Our buddy in our group chat had a bet, and he had Drake May 250 plus
Yeah,
pass plus rushing. And there
Ian
was
has that, right?
yeah, and
Will
someone
did not like that.
yeah. So I was gonna say I knew someone didn't like it.
Yeah,
And me originally I was like, oh, but then when I thought about it, I'm like, all he has to do is rush for 50 and pass for 200. If New England wants any chance of winning this game, he's gonna have to do that. So I think that's a good bet to parlay with
yeah.
Pat's money line.
I would say so.
I don't think he did that, but
Ooh, with Pat's money line.
well, just because I'm saying like if New England's gonna
Oh,
win,
okay, yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
the money
No,
line's
okay,
gonna
yeah,
hit, that's gonna have to
yeah. No,
hit.
that
So
makes sense.
it's like kind of just one
That
on
makes
one.
sense. Yeah, those seem like they're pretty much going to go together.
Yeah.
I think for the Patriots to win, Drake May might even pass for 225 or 250. I
Oh,
think that's
100%.
realistic. I don't think like he can do it. He's not. It's not
Mhm.
like a college game where you see quarterbacks winning these high scoring games. It's only like 200 passing yards, 175 sort
Yeah.
of thing. So
And like I said, I mean, he's pretty much undoubtedly he's in top two conversations for MVP
yeah,
with Stafford,
yeah,
and we saw how Stafford did against Seattle. So
yeah.
I'm not saying that Drake May is Matt Stafford, but Drake May is capable of putting up similar numbers,
Stafford also has significantly better weapons, I'd say,
which he does.
overall.
I do think New England has some underrated ones that they need to use a bit
For
more.
sure.
Like Hunter Henry, I think is an underrated tight end. He's got pretty good hands.
Yeah.
Matt Collins has fantastic
Matt
hands.
Collins is very underrated.
He honestly, if he got a shot at being like getting more balls to him, I mean, he could be a very very good receiver.
For sure.
I mean, Diggs has had a very good season for us as well.
Yep.
They've got Keishon Boutte and Pop Douglas as kind of our deeper threats. So I do agree that Stafford has better weapons, obviously, and I would even argue that. Actually, I don't know if I would. I was going to say I'd argue Seattle has better weapons, but I think when you look at the depth, I do think New England's is better.
It's pretty similar.
But I was going to say it's pretty similar because they both have their big threat in JSN and Diggs.
JSN's
Definitely better.
Like I think Seattle's a little more top heavy. Somewhat.
That's what it is. Like it's kind of like comparing the Yankees and Jays pitching rotations. Like overall, I would take either one. The Yankees are a little more top heavy. The Jays are a little bit deeper. It's like realistically,
not to dig into baseball, but I think in the playoffs you take the more balanced.
100%, and that's where for me looking at it, like it's kind of a 50-50 split between the receiving cores because yes, you want to have that stud in JSN that can have a 150-yard game.
Yeah,
but there's also people who would love to have three guys over
100%.
60 yards.
Yep.
Right. So, and also that makes it tougher on defense. Right. You could clamp down on JSN with two guys, who knows, maybe even triple coverage. But then that also opens up your other guys as well. Right. So it's kind of like that 50-50. It really depends on the person you are.
Yeah.
And you can have an argument for both sides.
Yeah.
One thing that I do think is a little crazy, and I'm only saying it because it's the Super Bowl, the money line odds are pretty like favoring Seattle, like minus 230 to plus 195. And I'm not even saying it that New England should be better. It's more so I'm just saying it's the Super Bowl. It's supposed to be the top two teams.
Yeah.
I think they should be a little closer. The spread at 4.5, I think it's pretty close. I think it should be 2.5 or 3.5, but I mean it's not that bad. I feel like the Super Bowl odds are normally closer, and I mean, New England was not expected to be in this spot this year at all.
No.
And I think people are still holding on to that a little bit.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, New England's also done it to themselves. They have not been good all playoffs. We talked about it on the last podcast. They have not looked good offensively. They have at times, but not consistently, like you said. Defensively, they've been great. Defensively, they have been very good. And I mean, I talked about it in the last pod as well. Normally, when you have a streak of 4 or 5 good games in a certain area, you're almost due for a bad game. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to go back on my take there. I think both teams, with the extra week off, complete reset, and
Pretty much.
I think both teams are just going to come with everything they got.
Yeah, it's tough to carry momentum with a week break as is.
Yeah, exactly.
With this 2-week break, it's almost impossible. I think, I guess for the betting odds thing, I think it very much just reflects how these two teams have played in the playoffs so far.
Yeah.
I also think that with the money line, if you take Seattle money line, the return is not that great. I think it then forces more people to take the spread because a lot of people want to take the most 50-50 option because the people throwing down 50 grand, 100 grand stuff like super high money bets
stuff
is typically the minus 110, minus 150 sort of range. So realistically, I think, that's just kind of a Vegas thing. I think for the Patriots that you need to keep your offense as balanced as possible.
Yeah,
to keep Seattle on their toes as to what's coming.
Exactly. Plenty of runs, plenty of checkdowns, hit Diggs, hit Hollins, hit Henry.
Henderson's, I think you got to give Henderson his touches still at the start of the game to see what you're going to get out of him.
Yeah.
If you're kind of just getting the same thing as the last few weeks, drop his touches, cut them off, do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
But you can't. I think you have to start using him to just
get him
all
into the game.
all of your options too.
Yep.
And to get him into the game. I don't know. I feel like we could talk a little bit of bet stuff now.
Yeah.
Do you have a parlay made for this game yet?
I don't yet, but I am going to be making one.
Yeah, I have a
I already know one thing I'm going to be putting in.
Okay.
Stephon Diggs over 43.5 receiving yards.
Okay.
That is a very low line.
Yeah.
And again, obviously, as a New England fan, I am going to take their money line, of course.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to watch my team in a championship game and have bets props on the other team to cheer for. Like, oh, JSN, come on, like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that either. If I were you, I'm not really a hedge bet kind of guy.
No, I'm not either.
Depending on 99% of the games, that's not going to make me feel any better.
Exactly. Like I wouldn't have felt any better if I hedge bet Dodgers to beat the Jays. Like I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
Although I do have 25 cents down on Seattle to win the Super Bowl to pay out 75 cents.
We should really talk about your World Series game by game bet really quick. Just because we're on the betting topic.
Yes. Hold on. Let me pull this up really quick.
Because this
was
the
crazy.
People need to admire this because you almost put off one of the craziest bets I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, this
and
was
you
insane.
Went. I don't even know how you did this. I didn't know there was an option to do this.
Yeah,
but once you find it, I'll just kind of let you.
I'm almost there.
Take it away here because you almost turned. November 1st is when the Game 7 was.
How do I get further back?
That's a good question.
Hold on.
Go to your bets. There should be a filter. Nope. Okay.
And save it.
Well, okay.
I will work on finding this.
Yeah. But I'll go over my Super Bowl bet.
Yeah, you go over that while I try and
while you're looking at this. So I just made this on FanDuel today. I don't know how much money I'm going to put on it. I haven't decided that yet. However, I have Seattle money line. I have JSN 6+ receptions. I have Kenneth Walker 70+ alternate rushing receiving. I have Stephon Diggs 4+ receptions.
Mm-hmm.
I have May 225 plus alternate passing plus rushing, and then I have Darnold 225 plus passing, and that is plus 509. For a 6-leg parlay, I do think those odds are a little bit low, but
A little bit, yeah.
I'm not trying to get aggressive here, or too aggressive per se.
Yeah, I mean, the Super Bowl is so hard to bet on.
It's also one of those things where, like, I don't want to be sitting at Will's stressing over a bet
while trying to watch the Super Bowl, or just you're saying in general.
Yeah, I don't want to be stressing. Oh, yeah, like watching the Super Bowl, I want to be focused on just hanging out with everyone, having a good time, all that stuff, consuming a lot of beers.
Yeah.
I don't want to be just sitting there on the edge of my seat, like, oh, is this guy gonna get his prop, whatever kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about the payout on it.
Yeah. Okay. So I couldn't find the bet. However, I will
screenshot.
I don't, but I'm just gonna go back to the schedule. So basically, I had 10 bucks in my account.
Before we go into that, even me and you, we had 20 bucks, was it? That we placed.
Yes.
When did we place this bet?
Right. It was so we went. It was August.
Was it that Jays Yankees?
It was like August 20th when the Yankees were in Toronto. We went to a game.
Yes. We were standing.
And the Jays won 3-1
in the corner above the Jays bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
And right after that game, we said either before the game or sometime during the game, if the Jays won tonight, we're going to place 20 bucks on them to win the World Series.
And we did. And the payout was 300,
like,
so 150 each.
150 each. So
and
it was
they came that close.
Yeah. But you have yours somewhat pulled up.
So I had $5 on each of these outcomes. So I put $5 on two different outcomes. One of them had the Dodgers winning game 1. One of them had the Jays winning game 1. So obviously the one with the Dodgers winning game 1 lost. But the other one, I had Toronto to win game 1. LA to win games 2 and 3. Toronto to win games 4 and 5. LA to win game 6, and Toronto to win game 7.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine, it was perfect through 6 games. $5 was set to pay.
Perfect through 6 games, 8 innings, and 2/3 or 1/3.
Yeah, and so I had. It was $5 to pay out like $600.
Yeah, crazy.
Perfect outcome.
Crazy
and
bad.
I'm sitting there after game 1. I'm like, okay, whatever,
cool.
Game 2, cool. Game 3, like, the 18 inning game. I'm like, man, I'd love for them to win this. And then after, I'm like, you know what? Even though they lost, my bet's still live.
Got some life here.
Still
too.
At this point, I'm like, yeah, it's probably not going to happen. Toronto wins 6-2 and 6-1. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, this is perfect because we're up 3-2 going back to Toronto. We're either going to win the World Series, or if we lose, I have a chance to have my team win the World Series and
that money.
Win the bet.
Yeah.
So they lose game 6, and then they almost had it.
And you weren't bothered after that game 6 loss because we were downtown. We were watching at the Keg at Vault Places, which I think we've talked about on here. I think we were talking about what it was like. I really miss it. I miss it so bad.
Because I remember after that game, you were pretty frustrated about the loss.
Yeah, I wasn't as frustrated with how it ended with the whole ball in the wall Barger stuck thing. Like, I wasn't really that mad about it. I just more wanted, obviously, them to win the game while we were down there, too.
And then I was a little bit, upset about it, but then I'm like, hey, my bet's still alive. Yeah, and if they win the World Series, I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was almost a crazy snipe. But back to the football.
Yeah.
I'll probably have a parlay that involves Pat's money line. I'll probably have Diggs for a touchdown. I'll take his over on receiving yards. I'll probably take Ramondre Stevenson 40+ rush yards.
Okay.
Just something kind of safe.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. I'll probably only do it if I get a bonus bet. I probably won't even bother depositing $10 to try and win. That'll probably win me $30.
Exactly.
It won't really be worth it. So if I get a bonus bet, great. If not going to do it.
Yeah.
So
I'm very much opposed to the touchdown prop bet, especially in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you always see the random guy like Mecole Hardman Jr. get a touchdown.
Exactly. I've just always been very much against the touchdown score, the home run. I'll do the hockey sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of it either, just because it's one of those things where, a dude can he can score 40 goals in 82 games.
But that means he's not, and That's
Yeah,
like some
it's
games
like
he's got 2 goals, some he's got 3. Like he's realistically only scoring in
exactly,
35% of the games.
exactly. So that
You're better off taking a point.
yeah, and home runs obviously much less percentage.
Yeah, remember that one guy at the like third game of the year? He was a Vladdy home run away from like 20 grand.
Yep,
That
yep.
was insane.
Well,
I don't know what his bet was, but
Uh, I remember me and Markwood, we went to a Jays game last year. Just the two of us actually.
oh, a little date night.
Yeah, it was actually. It was really nice. But first off, story. We were in the flight deck, and he was like, "Oh, let's get." Or no, we were in the Corona patio
Mm.
before the game, grabbing a beer. These he was like, "Oh, let's get a photo." So he was feeling it a little bit. But it was funny. But we get a photo, and this older guy, he takes it for us. He's like, "So you guys friends, brothers, others?" And we're like, "Definitely not others. We play baseball together." He's like, "Okay, so just friends." I'm like, "Yeah, definitely just that." We got a great laugh out of that.
Others.
That was the story. But we were talking about making a parlay together, and we were like, "Vladdy for a homer? Should we just do it for fun?" And we're like, "Nah, that feels too risky."
Any
And
over?
then, well, so Vladdy's daughter threw out the first pitch.
Oh, then you have to take him for a homer.
So but we didn't know that
Oh.
until after the bet was placed. As soon as we seen that, we're like, "Oh, he's definitely homering today." Did first at bat, first inning, homers. Jays got pumped like 9-1 by I think it was the Tigers, I want to say, or the Rays, one of the two.
Okay.
But no, I think it was. I
thought it was the Rays because didn't we go to the game? Didn't
I
we
think
go
it
to the
was the
game the
Rays.
next day or something when
Maybe.
they came back and then Hoffman gave up the bomb to Caminero in the ninth and then the Rays ended up winning.
I don't even remember that. We went to so many games, I don't remember them all.
I remember
But
that one.
yeah, that was an unfortunate betting story. But for the Super Bowl, I'll be looking to bring home a little bit of money. If I do, great. If not, also
Yeah.
great.
Did you see the thing on FanDuel, the heads or tails?
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
What are you gonna take?
Tails. Yeah. Why?
Run heads with me.
Oh, you're doing heads.
I already picked it. Yeah.
If you can get everyone in the group chat to do heads, I'll do heads.
I think we all got to do heads.
Okay. You got to put that in the group chat.
Because then we can all just cheer for it.
Okay.
And
We'll do
then
that.
you're not gonna have that one loser. Yeah, tails.
I might throw. Okay, let's do that. That would be Whitey. If anyone does that, it's Whitey. We all know that.
Yeah.
I also think we should.
Well, we can't talk about it when we get there, so that we can all just cheer, and the girls are like, "What are they cheering for?"
Yeah, that's why it's got to go in the group chat.
Yeah.
I think. Hopefully, none of the girls listen to this beforehand. Well, I know Abby will.
Yeah, Madeline probably will. But
is what it is.
They'll have to keep it between them.
Yes. So if you two are listening to this, throw it away. But I think we should also do some other just like $2 on a stupid like the anthem time, like over under.
I remember.
I think we should do some of these stupid little ones.
I remember there was the Super Bowl 4 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
I was at Tyler's, T Willie.
Yep.
And his dad set up this. It was like a squares thing, or no, it wasn't even that. It was like just sheet of paper, had like a few different like props on it, kind of, and there was like multiple different prizes. The winner was like a $50 or $100, Visa, some candy and stuff like that.
That's not bad.
So I was the only person who picked the over on the anthem. It was over by 2 seconds.
Hey, there you go.
And I hit everything but one on that slip and won.
Yep.
I had there was a prop. I can't remember who was doing the halftime show, but it was like pick like the first song for the halftime show. I got that right. I got that right. Yep. There was.
How do you not know this then?
It was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh my god!
I don't even remember who was doing that halftime show.
Okay.
It might have been the one with the Weeknd. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, like I hit like everything. The only thing I missed on was don't they do the other like America song, right? Other than the anthem.
God Bless America.
God Bless America. Yes. We did over under for that. That was the only one I missed. Well, he just he made up like his own stuff, and then we just timed it ourselves. So I missed on that one, but I think we all did. We all took.
Okay.
I think we all took the over, and
Yeah.
it was actually under. So that was really fun. So that made me think, oh, I'm gonna be so good at sports betting. I'm not.
Yeah.
But I also don't waste money on it. I just use all
No.
the free stuff. So it don't matter.
Yeah, there's ways to do it.
It's definitely going to be over on the Anthem this year.
Charlie Puth.
Yes, over.
Yeah, I think that's an over too.
Well, what is the over under? Is it out yet?
It should be out. I'll see if it's on FanDuel right now. So I'm on the game. It's in the. Where's
Sports Interaction has it at 119.5. Last year,
so that's about 2 minutes.
Last year, John Batiste sang the anthem in 119, and
novelty.
You know what it says?
119.5 on FanDuel.
So last year, the line was 120.5. He finished at 119, and it says, "quote finishing well below the posted total."
That is not well below.
That is a second and a half.
Yeah.
Why
does it say 71.4 seconds? Oh,
I don't know.
Oh wait. That just doesn't make sense. That whole thing doesn't make sense.
No, it really doesn't.
Okay.
But anyways,
I know I'm not dyslexic.
So 119.5.
119.5.
I'm taking
minus
the over.
110 either way. I think we all read the over.
Mean, it's not worth betting on at those odds, but I would take the over.
No, I think it's just something you throw $2 on.
Yeah, whatever. But I would definitely take the over on that because Charlie Puth is a known slow singer.
He's a good singer, though.
I wish you could sneak into the rehearsals and time it. Have you seen people try to do that before?
That. People do that, but I think they intentionally throw that off a little bit.
Yeah, or maybe
they know
security.
They know how much money is invested into this kind of stuff.
True,
right?
But it is also it's much harder when it's in Vegas, right, with the dome and it's closed. It's harder, but if within San Francisco, you can stand outside the stadium. It's open air. You can probably hear it.
I would imagine so.
But here's also my question. When does the timing start? From the time the music starts or the time you start singing?
I don't know this kind of stuff.
Because that's contradictory.
We're getting a little political here.
I will get political when it comes to potentially winning.
You can do the over under on the total length of last Brave note held in the national anthem.
What's
Home
the
of the Brave. It's 3.5 seconds.
Over.
I think Puth hammers the over on that.
Over.
Because he's got a good voice and he knows it, so he's going to hold that last one.
Yeah, over for sure. Is there over under for the halftime show?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's already set to a specific time. You can bet on his first song. You can bet on what he'll even wear. You can
I'm betting on dress.
You can bet on the first quarterback shown during the national anthem. Drake May's favorite at minus 160. Sam Darnold's plus 100.
Honestly, just for the hell of it, I would throw the money on Darnold. You might as well throw it on the plus odds when it comes to that because it's literally 50-50.
I don't care to bet on anything regarding the halftime show. I don't really care to watch it.
I think that's crazy.
What's crazy?
Why did the Olympics post stuff about the Super Bowl? That's so weird.
Where?
Look, Milano Cortina 2026 WWE Olympics.
I don't know. That's weird.
No, I'm actually kind of excited for the halftime show,
Ugh.
mainly because it's something different.
It is different.
I'm where is Luke Combs? Where is Morgan Wallen? Where is
Chris Stapleton?
I don't even know.
Chris got a voice, man. When he
where,
did the anthem a few years ago,
even Jelly Roll. I
don't know if Jelly Roll's there yet,
but I would say he is. But just in general, get some country artists out here for the Super Bowl halftime show.
I did see Jelly Roll talking about it. The Super Bowl is in Nashville in a few years. It's in Nashville in a few years.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said international.
No. So I think that would be the right time to do some country.
That'd be the perfect time.
Yeah. I don't know if I feel like Morgan Wallen wouldn't do it. I feel like he doesn't care for that kind of stuff.
He definitely.
I think he's similar to.
But he likes the spotlight though.
He does, but he doesn't. I don't think he would like all the rehearsal stuff you would have to do and all the.
It would end up being a lackluster show because he would have asset problems.
And he doesn't care for all the.
It's more about
props and dramatic.
Yeah, it's more about entertainment. That I think that's also why country's hard because pop stars are used to all that dancing and stuff like that.
So
yeah. But I'm just excited for Bad Bunny because it's different. Some Spanish music. I can get on with a little. I like
Spanish music. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I also thought like Rihanna's, I wasn't excited for her. It was like arguably my favorite halftime show.
It was pretty good.
And I feel like it doesn't matter who is really performing. It's entertaining anyways with all the dancing, all the camera angles, all the lights, like everything like that. Like it's pretty cool.
I think
so. I think that alone makes it worth watching. But
not to get any bit political here, because this is by no means a political statement. I do think though it would be hilarious if there was somehow some ice intervention during it. I think that would just make it funny. Not to get political, I just think that would be kind of funny.
That would be crazy.
It would be crazy, and I know it's not going to happen.
No,
that's just not. I don't actually want it to happen. I just think I would start cracking up at the TV if it did happen.
Yeah, like it'd be like you, like it'd be like a you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, like it's like there's no way.
Yeah,
like I would think there is a find a better time to do that kind of moment.
Yeah.
Also, not to get political, this is not a political podcast.
Nope. No politics.
We try to avoid politics.
No politics
at the majority of causes possible. But I don't really have anything else for the Super Bowl. I mean,
I don't either. But let's throw a little score prediction out, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
I'm obviously not going to go against my team.
No, you can't.
But I'm going to take Patriots. I'm going to take 28-26.
I'm going to keep the same score as 26, but it's going to be for the Patriots, and I'm going to go Seahawks 31.
Okay.
5-point difference.
5-point difference.
I'm not.
I just love to see it come down to Patriots are up 28-20. Last drive, Seahawks get their touchdown, have to go for 2, and a great
for 2.
If it was 28-20.
Oh, 28-26. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, it's 20-20. They get touchdown at 6, and then a great stop on the 2-point conversion.
I'm with you.
And the Patriots win the Super Bowl.
No,
I
you'd
think
be
that'd be
losing
sick.
your mind. That would stress you out.
Oh, I would.
Yeah.
You know what would stress me out even more? If it was 28-27 and then they're going for 2. Because at least if they're at 26, we go to overtime.
Yeah.
If we're at 27, they get it. We're done.
Yeah.
That would kill me even more.
Yeah, and Seattle, I think Seattle would do it too. I think they would go for it. Depending on how, tough. I think it depends on also how the fourth quarter's been playing out.
But imagine overtime in the Super Bowl.
Overtime,
that would be electric.
I think it would depend on how the fourth quarter's been playing out.
100%.
If Seattle was down 14 and they came back in the fourth, you're kicking that. You go for overtime.
Yeah.
Because you have the momentum.
Yeah, if you've been struggling and you've barely gone,
if you've kind of choked the lead away a bit, then
you got to kind of go for it and try and knock them down.
But I think it'll be an entertaining Super Bowl regardless. I don't think it's going to be a deadbeat.
No.
I don't think it's necessarily going to be the greatest thing we've ever watched, but I think it's going to be a solid Super Bowl.
I think it's going to be better than some people think. But again, I can also see it being a bit lackluster if the Patriots play how they have all playoffs. Like
for sure.
The determining factor in the Super Bowl is not how Seattle's going to play. I think they're going to play good no matter what.
Yeah.
What determines how good the Super Bowl is if the Patriots can turn around their playoffs and play great.
Yep.
And if they play how they have all playoffs, it's going to be a rough one. I am just hoping that they're in the game and I'm not sitting there near the end of the third quarter
contemplating your life.
Not even that, because like, don't get me wrong, I love football, but I'm not I know
like,
what you mean. They're like my third team,
being dramatic,
but it's like, I don't want to be sitting there like watching the game because I'm there. I want to be watching the game because they're in it and they have a chance to win.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes you got to win the nitty gritty ugly games.
Sometimes you do, and the Pats have been doing that. So
exactly.
If it's a nitty gritty game, I do trust them a little more than Seattle. But if it's a shootout, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So
all right.
So for the beer draft, gonna be a snake draft. Judah first. Me. Judah. Me. Judah.
Yeah.
So Judah, what is your first overall pick?
My first beer is going to be the free beer. I feel like you can't top the free beer.
I was gonna steal that one.
You're at the bar. Your buddy hands you a beer. He's like, "Hey, this one's on me. Don't worry about it."
Beautiful.
You're at the course. Hey, you want a beer? Yup, take it.
And you know what the best thing is? You can earn yourself a free beer.
You very much can.
You can buy one for your boy. He better be getting you back next round.
Rounds feel like a free beer.
Even though they're not.
Mathematically, they're not. That's
like if you get with 5 guys and you do rounds. Oh yeah, you got to spend. You got to spend $40. That sucks. But now you've got 4 free beers coming. That's boy math right there.
That's beer math. But
Boy math, beer math,
yeah,
same thing.
with your 2 picks, what do you have here?
All right, so number one, very simple. I'm going with any ice cold beer in the summer.
Tough to beat.
It's hot. You're sweating. Who knows what you're doing? Maybe you're working outside on something. Maybe you're playing some sports with your boys. It doesn't matter. You're sweating. Yep. You're hot. You crack a nice cold beer, nice and refreshing.
Refreshes you.
Beautiful beer.
Yep.
Number two, we got a lot of good options, so this one's kind of tough.
It is.
I am going to go with a sporting event beer.
Okay. I like that one.
Every time I go to a sporting event, I have a beer. Yep. Even if I tell myself I'm probably not going to get one, I always end up with one because there's nothing much better than sitting back, watching some hockey, watching some baseball, watching some football with a nice cold beer in your hand.
And typically that's going to mean you're with your boys.
Exactly. Yep. So that is my number two.
Even if you're with the girlfriend, it's still not bad.
No, it's great. Still great.
My girlfriend drinks beer. She likes it.
So
shout out her.
Mine doesn't drink beer, but she will always have a drink of my beer.
You'll take that. It feels good, kind of.
Actually, before you make your pick, funny story. When we went to the beer store the other day, she goes, "Are you gonna buy me beer?" And I'm like, "Do you want me to?" And I'm like, "This gift card's for me." And she's like, "But I kind of been liking it." I'm like, "No, you like taking drinks of my beer." She goes, "Yeah, that's true."
Yep. So I get 2 picks now, correct?
You get 2 picks. All right. So you're second and your
third.
So
with my second pick, I'm gonna go with the cottage/vacation beer. And I'm stealing one of yours. This comes so much from the cottage we did last summer.
Yeah.
Because those beers were some of the best beers.
I wanted that one.
It was amazing.
That one makes me mad.
Yeah, I had to take that one from you because that's just such a good beer. Mad. I mean, we shotgunned as soon as we got there.
Yeah, we did.
Elite beer.
Yeah.
With my third pick, I'm going to go away from my order a little bit. I'm going to take the 6th beer. Your 6th beer is typically where you're hitting that sweet spot.
Yeah, that's a good beer.
Where you're feeling that buzz. It's like you can look and see what you've done and be like, yep, there's a good beer.
Yeah, you're starting to loosen up.
Yeah, so I think that's a good beer to have. I will let you go to your third and fourth.
So for my third, I'm going to go a little down my list as well. First beer of the night.
Great beer.
Or of the day, whatever.
Yeah, we don't judge when you start drinking.
And on this podcast. I'm being more specific. Not like your first beer of the night when you're having 2 beers. Like this is you're getting together with the guys. You're watching maybe UFC or something. You're drinking beer all night, and your first beer of the night, you crack it open. The night's begun. That first sip hits so good.
Yep.
So that's my number 3. Number 4, I'm going to go with airport beer.
An elite beer.
Once you get to the airport, your vacation's officially started. Once you get your bag,
you know you're going somewhere.
Once you get rid of your bags and you're through all security, first stop is the bar. Yep. You're getting a beer. You're officially on vacation. It's a little expensive at the airport.
It is.
But that's okay because it's an airport beer.
Typically just having 1 or 2.
You just get 1 or 2.
But you savor it
and
more.
You start off the vacation and you get into the plane and then you get to your vacation and then you get on with Judah's number 3 of college vacation beer.
Exactly.
So that is my number 4 airport beer. So Judah, you have picked 4 and 5.
Pick 4 and 5. So to touch on with your first beer of the night, that very much can dictate how you feel about drinking the rest of the night. If that first one's sitting good, you're like, yup, like they're going to go down tonight. But with my 4th pick, I am going to go with the golf course beer. You're playing a round of 18 with the boys. You're on the second hole. You snuck your beers onto the course. Because you're not cracking it on the first hole because you're too close to the pro shop.
Clubhouse.
And you're like, yup, I can crack this here. You drink it. You have something to keep it cold, preferably.
Ideally, or you just drink it fast.
Yeah, or you drink it quick and they go down like water.
Yep.
That's my 4th. And with my last beer, I will take the post-game beer.
Oh,
yes. You finish your game. I mean, we had a lot of these last season.
Yeah.
There's a cooler sitting in the room.
We were almost turning into a beer league last season.
Cooler filled with ice and a 30-pack of beer.
Yep.
And everyone's coming in, ideally after a win. Everyone's tossing beers around. Hey, you want a beer? Yeah, you do. It's a great feeling, especially after a win. There's almost nothing more refreshing.
No, and then nothing better as well when the guys are starting to head out for the night and there's like 10 beers left and you just snag a couple.
Exactly. Yep.
So that was...
You have your 5th here.
All right. My 5th and final beer It's a tough choice because there's a couple good ones left.
There is.
I am going with hot tub beer.
Yes.
We got a hot tub at my place back in the fall, and nothing is better, especially even more specifically in the winter, sitting in the hot tub in the winter when it's nice and cold out, like minus 15, you're in the hot tub and you got a nice cold beer sitting on the side.
Keeps your beer cold.
That's the thing. Does. The weather keeps your beer cold. It also keeps you at a neutral temperature while you're sitting in a hot tub, but it's cold. So it's awesome. And then you have a nice cold beer sitting on the side to go down, and you can just feel the coldness just going all the way down because of how hot you want the hot tub. Yep. So that could arguably be higher in the list, but that's going to be my fifth spot. So it's my
versatile.
And then I guess I'll give my honorable mention before you. My honorable mention is going to be beach beer. Now, the reason it's honorable mention is because it's really only great if you get it down within 5 minutes, or you have a Yeti or something like that with you, because otherwise it's going to get hot. So that is why it's put at honorable mention. If you have a Yeti, it's a great beer, similar to a hot tub beer. Nice and hot out, you have a nice cold beer, but you kind of have to be prepared in order for it to be a nice cold beer.
My honorable mention, and I feel like I'm definitely missing something here, because there's definitely better beers than this, but I'm going to take the family get-together beer. You're with your cousins who are of close age to you, and it's just like, boys, we're cracking a few beers together. Cousins, you don't really see that often sometimes.
No.
So it's special when you get together, and when you get the beers going between you, it makes it even more special.
Yeah,
I know there's better beers out there.
That makes me realize I missed a good beer.
I was just spewing that off the top of my head. What'd you miss?
Like game night beer, like when you're playing board games with some family or with some buddies, or like poker night beer. Like those are good beers. I missed that one.
We missed another good one. We missed a good just dinner beer at a restaurant.
Yeah,
goes with your food.
Don't get me wrong, that's a great beer, but it doesn't crack my top 5.
No. Okay.
So I'm okay that I missed that, but that is a great beer. That's honorable mention worthy for sure.
Fair enough. And I think the hot tub beer, very versatile. Can be with the boys in the hot tub. Can be with the lady in the hot tub. You're watching something, you're chilling in the hot tub.
Yeah, sometimes I'll go out. We can prop a TV up outside. I'll put the leaves. Oh, I'm going to do that tonight.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
I'm just kidding. That'll be at 8:30, so no beer for me. And? But prop the TV up, watch the Leafs game in the hot tub with a nice cold beer.
For sure.
So, and you can do it in the summer. You turn the temp down in the hot tub, chill in there with a beer, watch the baseball game.
Doesn't have to be at 103 in the summer.
No, drop it down to like 96.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
It'd be mint.
As long as you got the jacuzzis going, so it's not you're in a bath.
As long as it's not 35 out. Like if it's 35, you might catch me in the cold plunge instead of the hot tub.
That makes a bit more sense. But next week we are going to do vacations or trips.
Yeah, so next week we'll do top 5 vacations or trips.
And it's also going to be a good one. We will also do draft style for that.
And then before we get into that, we do have some good baseball stuff to go over.
Yeah, there's a little bit of baseball stuff.
A couple signings, trade, some promotions, some funny news from the White Sox, some hockey stuff. Yeah. We'll recap that Stadium Series game because that was actually a fantastic game.
It was. I watched it.
Some news around the league. Well, that's good. So we can go in depth on that.
Yeah.
And then MLB.com released their top 20 MLB players. Their top 100. We're not going to go through all 100, but we'll go through the top 20 and then we'll mention a couple guys that maybe got snubbed or at least shouldn't be in that top 20.
Yeah.
We'll briefly preview the rosters for the World Baseball Classic, and then we'll finish it off with the top 5 vacation.
Yeah. We got that. Then after the next following Tuesday or Wednesday, technically, we have Super Bowl recap. We can talk about the game. We can talk about our night.
Yep.
We are again together with the fellas and their ladies.
And the ladies are going to be like 12 of us?
There's going to be 12 of us.
So I think this is actually the first time that
we've gone everyone together.
Everyone together.
Literally everyone.
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, it is going to be a fun time. Well, we're missing Tyson's second half. I don't know where she is, but she's somewhere in the world. But no, we will have all 12 of us there.
Yeah.
It will be
it's going to be a great time.
It'll be a memorable time for sure.
That's the thing. The Super Bowl whether you watch football or not, it just brings
it's fun.
It's like the Jays getting to the playoffs. It just brings everyone together.
Exactly.
It's a reason to get together, have some good food, have some drinks, watch some football, watch a concert at halftime, and just hang out with your closest friends.
When our group gets together, we never know what we may get into. So
tis true.
It's very true.
I was gonna bring all my bottles, but I might have to bring a couple cans because you never know when a shotgun's gonna get mentioned.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I will be buying a significant amount of beer for that night. So
and we will not be driving.
No, very much.
Don't
I'm
drink
not
and drive.
driving. I have my ride home already figured out.
So do I.
You have your ride home figured out.
Yep.
So no need to worry about us.
Shout out to the girlfriend for that.
Yes, we would vlog it, but there's just simply not enough content there for that.
Yeah, and with all the people, I'm sure some of them probably
don't really care to be
in it.
Yeah, so we're just gonna keep that off the record.
Yeah, we'll keep it off the record, but we'll kind of talk about it next week.
We'll have some stories for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, next week we'll have the recap of the Super Bowl, and then Friday we'll have some baseball and hockey stuff, and then it's coming up close is our trade deadline preview. So me and Ian will be pumping that out. That'll be a long pod. That'll be coming out probably the 23rd ish, 24th.
Yep.
It'll probably close in on 2 hours simply because there's so much to go over, and it's just such a debatable topic. So
exactly.
Yeah, that'll be coming in the near future, but I think that's all we got for today.
Yeah, we will see you guys in a few days, and then we will see you after the Super Bowl.
Yes, we will.
All right.